How important are these test days leading into the Enduros?
Oh, like anything, it's always important. We don't, being an Enduro driver, I'm not really doing that much throughout the year, so any laps we get in the car, we'll keep our eye in for when it comes to Enduro time.
You've been in the FPR enclave for a couple of seasons now. Must be good to be going back with the same team.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to have a steady backing, working with the same crew, the same engineer, and again with Paul this year, we know what we worked together with last year, and hopefully that applies again this year.
Do you think it's tougher for you not doing something full-time throughout the year?
As far as when it comes to the race situation, we're 99% sort of there with the lap times. It's just when it comes to qualifying, Phillip Island, obviously, we both qualify for our own races, so that's where you really sort of struggle when you're not driving full-time. It's just that qualifying, having the edge, knowing how hard to push on green tyres.
Your first drive of the Kelly Racing VE today, how's it all going?
Yeah, it's going very well. It's quite a bit different driving this track car Commodore compared to Jayco FPR built Falcon in the Fujitsu series. So quite a lot to get used to and quite a few different approaches to driving the cars. But yeah, we're starting to get the hang of it.
Your teammates with Dave Russell in the Fujitsu series, and he's also driving for Kelly Racing in the Enduros. Spending a bit of time with him this year.
Yeah, getting to know him very well. So it's a good thing, and it's good having him doing the Fujitsu series and the main series in the same team, because the cars are quite a bit different, so we can kind of talk to each other about the differences and work out, where the strengths and weaknesses are on each car to push ourselves forward.
Your Fujitsu program's been going pretty well and must really help going to the endurance races, being in the cars all the time.
Yeah, it does. Probably the biggest thing is having the race miles and having the miles under your belt. But I think the biggest thing that I've found is the braking pedal pressure is a little bit different to the FPR car. So I'm getting used to, the initial brake application's a little bit different. The pressure that you're applying to the brakes and feel of the brake pedals a little bit different. So I've just been really focusing on that today, just making sure my pedal pressure is correct, and yeah, getting used to the pedal box and ergonomics of the car and the gear shift.
Yeah, look, the opportunity to drive with the reigning champion doesn't come around very often, so yeah, really pumped to drive with James. We both actually sit in the car in identical space. I mean, I know the Enduros we talk about it often about driver changes, but it does actually make a big difference if you can sit in the car and hopefully drive the car similar as well. So number one on the door, looking forward to it.
Cracked the podium last year at Bathurst with Garth. Must be good to be going back with the same team.
Yeah, I think continuity is a big thing, and I had an option for a second year with HRT, and we decided on that sort of late last year, and I wasn't sure, obviously which car I'll be in, but I know all of them are going to be strong combos, and I think when you look at the history of the last sort of 5 or 6 years of Bathurst, it's 888 Toll HRT. So I think I'm in the best team and the best car for the job.
Certainly with the Fujitsu program, you're not going to be short of miles heading into Phillip Island.
No, definitely not. That's why we're here today. There's no real advantage testing 2 months before Townsville, but it's just keep doing laps basically, just stay in a car, and that way we come into the car quite fresh and yeah, ready to just roll straight into Garth's car.
Obviously pretty excited to be teaming up with Garth in a potentially race-winning car.
Yeah, definitely. Every time Garth goes on the track, it's definitely a good shot of having a win, so I can't wait to get into the thing at Phillip Island, and especially Bathurst, because he's extremely quick around both those tracks, so it's going to be interesting suiting up in the red suit and going out in the factory car.
Always good to get back into the cars on these test days?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'd like to get more laps on a test day, but it's always a struggle with tyres and all sorts of things, so you just try and get as many laps as you can and do the best job you can, and hopefully it's all right.
A good thing also to be coming back with FPR yet again.
Definitely, it's my 4th year with FPR. This is the longest stretch I've been with the team in Supercars. Previous has been 3 years with Ellery's, 3 years with Stone Brothers. Now this is my longest stretch, so yeah, it's good to get that continuity for sure.
How's it been getting back into one of these fancy right-hand drive cars?
Yeah, look, it's funny. The first run was all a bit strange. It felt like the car was sort of sitting on top of a bit of jelly or something compared to the Porsche. But then second run, it virtually felt like when I got out of it at Homebush. So that's a good sign in terms of the right-hand drive, left-hand drive thing. No issue. I think just because the cars are so different, you've got a mindset almost that when you get out of one into the other, it just sort of happens. So that's good.
Always good to do miles in the cars.
Yeah, definitely, especially for blokes like me who aren't full-time in V8 Supercars or in racing, and any miles is good miles for me at the moment.
You've done a few Phillip Islands and Bathurst now, so you must be looking forward to getting into it.
Yeah, definitely. This year's gone really fast for me, and September's going to be around before I know it. And you know, we've got some good test days. Like today's our first one here with the team for me with GRM, and then we've got the Friday practice session with Winton coming up, and also Darwin, Townsville, and Queensland. So something to look forward to.
How do you feel you're fitting into the team at this early stage?
Yeah, good. Look, great bunch of guys, and there's a good vibe around here. It's very positive, and yeah, obviously the cars have got some good speed at a lot of tracks, and you know, Lee and Michael have been here for a while now, and they know the cars really well, and it's just up to me to get my head around the driving style and technique it takes to drive one of these cars compared to what I've driven in the past.